Are you ready to make a shift? Do you want to experience a more positive life? If so, this is going to be the episode for you because we're going to talk about the internal change that you can make to unlock the positive energy that will give you the experience that you desire. My name is Henry, and welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build a positive mindset. I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you with me today because this is going to be a positive episode with a powerful perspective that will help you make the shift that you need. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So you can pick a word. It can be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say that word over and over and over again. Really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one is about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so that we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive perspective. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down the negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. So belief is an interesting thing. You see, I think we have beliefs about the world, or at least we think we do. If you truly believe something, and this is what I've discovered, if you truly believe it, you will actually act upon it. If you just think that it might be true, you may not act upon it. So what if this is the reality? That the law of attraction is one of the most powerful laws in this experience. It means like attracts like. Now, I'm not saying the color red is attracted to the color red. I'm talking about the frequencies behind them, the energy. We know that everything is energy and that it's vibrating at a certain level to create this physical experience that we have. So if everything is energy, and the law of attraction is a thing, then that means your current experience, the people around you, all of it is attracted to you. Now that's both a good thing and a difficult thing. It's difficult because that means if you want to take this belief system that you have created your reality. But you might ask yourself or ask me, why would I create a reality where I'm going through so much pain? Why would I create a reality where I'm struggling so much? Well, you see, I believe there's more to you than just the human you. You see, we're having this experience. We associate ourselves with our name, our status, everything that's going on with us. But what if you're more than that? What if you are a powerful, energetic being having an experience to grow? If the ultimate form, the highest version of ourselves is pure love, then we have to learn to vibrate. But you see, as energetic beings, there's something that we do. We observe and we create. We observe and we create. So if you want to level up, you can't just be told about something. You can't just be told what the love frequency is. You have to really understand it. You have to create it. Because when you create it, like you actually do it, you truly understand. It's like the saying says, to know and to not do is to not know. So this earth school that we're on is providing constant lessons and opportunities to create love because of all the places you're finding lack of it, all the places where there is none. You see, that is your opportunity to create it. If you're creating an energy that you don't desire, if you're in a frequency that you don't desire and you're just receiving more of it, the only thing that will change it is you. The only thing that can change what you're attracting is you, because you are that powerful. You don't need somebody else to make a change for you. You can make it. That is why the system I've been talking about recently is so powerful. Having a vision of who you want to become, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, is so important. You see, it's not just about what that version of you has. It's about the content of that version's character. How does that person think? And most importantly, what does that version of you believe? You see, the belief is what's the reality. When you truly believe, you act as if. When you truly believe, you don't separate from your thought patterns. When you truly believe, you hold yourself accountable to what it is. I did a video just the other day on about what discipline is. I used to think discipline was hard work, but true discipline to your higher self is the ultimate act of love. You see, when you hold yourself accountable to your thoughts and your actions to that version of you that you know is the highest version, the most loving version, the most healed version, the most abundant version, that is an act of love. So if you want to change your situation, you just change yourself. If you want to know how to change yourself, you have to create a goal of who you want to become. Once you've created the goal of who you want to become, you start thinking and acting as that version. Over time, the belief of that being you becomes the reality, and then the law of attraction starts happening. Now, of course, there's so many other things that we have to change, right? Our tolerance for accepted behaviors around us, our tolerance for accepted scenarios, situations, and energies around us will shrink because we can't have what's not in alignment with us in our experience. Now, the beautiful thing is, it's not necessarily cutting those things out. It's as you expand into who you can be, those things can no longer resonate with you. And in a material world, that's difficult. That's lost friendships. That's lost situations, people you don't hang around with, scenarios you don't go to anymore. But when you're in alignment with your true self, you don't miss it because your desire changes. Your current desires are in alignment with your current state because they help charge up who you currently are. Your current desires are not necessarily serving you. I'm not saying they're good. I'm not saying they're bad, but they are creating the current version of you. When you fall in love with the highest version of yourself, when you really truly do everything to make that version of you the reality of you now, meaning you're creating love where it doesn't exist, you're creating forgiveness where it doesn't exist, you're creating peace where it doesn't exist, and you're becoming this higher level version of you, your desires will start changing to being in service to this higher version of you. And the best thing is, this version of you, even though you may attain the one that you have in your mind, you will create a new one and a new one. And each one will love you even more because it can't exist without your current state. So if you want to change the world, change yourself. No matter what it is. If there's too much war going on, become more of an energy force for love and inspire others to do the same. That would create a chain of positive energy for love. If there's not enough abundance where you're at, create abundance within you, whether it's financial, mental, whatever it is, create it within you, and then give that energy away. Give that version of you away, meaning you be the example. You uplift others. You tell other people how to make the change, and then you inspire them by embodying it day in and day out. Make being a loving, forgiving, powerful person attractive. That's how we make the change. There's never going to be a fight that you can win that will create a positive outcome because what you focus on expands. So let's take our focus from the negative. No longer does it have hold on us. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. That doesn't mean bad things aren't happening. It's just we have decided what our belief system is. And that's the law of attraction is one of the most powerful laws in the universe. And so we are going to become something that attracts more positive energy, more love energy. And that's how we make this shift. So you have the power. Once you accept that, it's game time. Once you say out loud, I am the power, I am love, I am wealthy, I am power. I am forgiveness. I am joy. Over and over and over again, because those align with your higher self. It becomes your reality. Those aren't just words. Those are frequencies. When you speak them within yourself, you start to override your current dynamic. When you speak them outwardly, you start to override the experience around you. Be an energy boost of what it is that you desire. Over and over. Tell people that you are a millionaire and you receive millions of dollars a year. Tell people that you are love and you live love and light. Tell yourself constantly that you are a millionaire and you receive millions of dollars a year. Tell yourself constantly that you are healthy and you make healthy decisions. Override the old belief systems. As you do, you will slowly start to believe it as truth. As you start to believe it as truth, the universe will recognize it and the law of attraction will attract the similar energies to you. Why do you think if somebody grows up in a negative home, with parents that say negative things, with parents that set negative examples, that kid turns out negative? Because those energies are imprinted on that kid. If negative energy can be imprinted on someone as they're young, growing up, and that becomes their belief system, so they create more of it, why would positive energy be any different? It's time to create your vision. It's time to level up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Well, thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a positive perspective on your current situation that will help you make the shift that you need. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook group all down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you're listening to this episode and you want to make the shift, you want to become something different, whether it's more loving, more powerful, more abundant, whatever it is, and you want to build a future yourself, you want to create the mindset that makes it a reality, let's connect. I'm a mindset coach. This is what I do. I have a 12-week program that is built around creating the new you, about bringing those frequencies within. It's not about doing something you don't want to do to achieve something. It's about becoming who you want to become so that you can receive it. If you want more information, you can reach out to me on Instagram. That's probably one of the best ways. Also, there's a link down below. If you click that link, it's going to have you fill out a short little form that will get you thinking about who you want to become, and then I will reach out to you directly. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.